I'm Jim Dale Abrams reporting for Daybreak Online for this Thursday, the 9th day of October. Happy birthday today to George Roster Jr., Tiffany Wood, Kathy Margaret, and Pastor Greg Zachary. A warm day weather-wise today with a partly cloudy sky and a high near 88. Much the same tomorrow with a high again near 88. Scattered thunderstorms on Saturday with highs in the mid-80s, 60% chance of storms on Saturday, and then Sunday and Monday. Mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies, highs in the 80s and lows in the 60s. The Talladega County Drug and Violent Crime Task Force has arrested half a dozen people on various felony charges, including one for drug trafficking and one for manufacture of a controlled substance in the first degree. According to Task Force Commander Jason Murray, the arrest of Tyrone Harvey, age 42, of Sylacauga, happened largely because of chance. Police investigator happened to be driving by and witnessed a cocaine transaction between Harvey and Jancy Ferguson, age 39. Ferguson was stopped by the investigator and Harvey ran, leading to a foot chase. When Harvey was eventually caught, he had a bag in his pants containing more than 28 grams of cocaine, 210 grams of spice, and smaller quantities of marijuana, hydrocodone, ecstasy, and methamphetamine. Ferguson was charged with possession of controlled substance and possession of drug paraphernalia. Harvey was charged with trafficking in cocaine, distribution of a controlled substance, and possession of a controlled substance, total bond at $200,000. John Franklin McGathy, age 44, and Robin Lee Wood, age 41, were both arrested at their home in Sylacauga after police responded to a domestic violence call there. When the officers noticed the components of a methamphetamine lab, they asked for consent to search, which was granted. Murray said it appeared that McGathy had never thrown away any of his used components. Task Force agents recovered some 220 shake bottles, some containing liquid and some not, as well as more than 100 hydrochloric acid generators, which had gone dormant but were reactivated while being processed. McGathy and Wood had two young children in the house with them. They were removed and placed with other family members by the Talladega County Department of Human Resources. The bond for those two who were charged with manufacturing of a controlled substance in the first degree and possession of a controlled substance was bond set at $500,000. The last two arrests were made following a traffic stop by Talladega police. The stop was made when a patrol officer saw a Jeep driving after dark with no headlights. According to Talladega Police Captain Leon Thomas, the passenger of the vehicle was asleep when the vehicle was pulled over. The officer detected a strong smell of marijuana when he went to talk to the driver. There were two partially smoked joints inside the Jeep, as well as a high-point .45 caliber pistol with 3 live rounds in it. Later examination of the vehicle turned up a large bag in the console, which contained 14 much smaller bags containing what appeared to be marijuana. The driver, David T. Lowe, age 21 of Camden, admitted that the gun was his and that he did not have a permit for it, but both he and Lathan Durrell Turner, age 24 of Thomaston, both denied any knowledge of the marijuana. Both were charged with felony possession of marijuana, and Love was charged with carrying a pistol without a permit. An 83-year-old Talladega man has been indicted for the rape and sodomy of a teenage girl. Bill McCall of Concord Church Road was arrested on a grand jury indictment for 1 count each of rape in the first degree and second degree, and sodomy in the first and second degree. Total bond set at $250,000. The victim was related to McCall. And the Board of Education in Talladega held a brief call meeting yesterday to accept the resignation of City School Financial Officer Danny McCullers. The board voted 4-0 to accept the resignation. Superintendent Donna King said McCullers had resigned in writing but had not offered any explanation. The Office of Chief School Financial Officer is essential for a school district, said King. Advertising for a replacement would begin today. And work continues on that sinkhole south of Talladega on Highway 21. After several days of round-the-clock work to dig out the site under bright lights at night, the workers have progressed to a point where they can go home each evening, and the hole appears to be filling up. AlDOT began the work last week after the hole began opening up near where the state spent over $9 million for an emergency sinkhole repair project a little more than a year ago. When the work began, officials predicted it would take about 2 weeks. That is a look at birthdays, weather, and local news. Reporting for Daybreak Online, I'm Jim Dale Abrams.